in the Ablekuma West constituency, where Esther Owusu-Ekufo is the current Member of Parliament. And the view there from those who were forcing their way to the coalition center was that they believed she had lost. Listen, it's too early. It's too early to tell that because the Constitutional Coalition Center itself had not even begun work. They were now trying to set the place up. But clearly, if you look at what we see here on the trend map for us, the votes have been dropping percentage-wise over time. If you move from there, this is a drop. This there is a drop. Well, because you have 54, it used to be 57, it used to be 58.
Exactly.
Right? So it's consistently been dropping to the point where in 2020 was the lowest yet in terms of the percentage win.
So if it's been dropping, and if, say, in 2012, when she won the first time, she had 58%, 58.2.
Let's show that, yes, because that shows that.
So let's get to 2012. Let's just look at those, figures, so we can bring. You can also see it, and then all of us would look at it, for instance. So let me just push this here a little bit, and so this is the figure. In 2012, she won with a margin of some 10,800. 10,800 margin, and that's how Esther Owusu performed in that constituency. Let's go to 2016. So from 10,800, let's go to 2016 and find out the performance of Esther Owusu in that constituency. So in 2016, she actually wins it with a margin of 14,000. She does very well. Very, very well. Let's go to 2020.
While she was doing well, the NDC candidate also
was dropping.
Yeah.
Now, this NDC candidate performed poorly compared to Victoria Hammer. There was a third candidate that got some of the votes. But then,
in 2020,
from a margin of 14,000, it reduces to less than 7,000. This is about some 6,700 votes.
And in elections, you're as good as your last performance.
That gives you an indication. When it happens like this, you then can say, if I put in a good performance, I can flip this. Because then you would see that she is on some, downward trajectory. But this is the point also. I've already indicated that where you stay in Parliament for some time, and I've talked about this over and over again, that I had the current CEO of Cocoa Board, Joseph Boahinedu, after he had lost the Amenfi East constituency, telling me that he believes that after the third term, you don't show up again in Parliament, because he lost after his third term when he was seeking a fourth term. And so everything is possible in any election, okay, particularly in an election in an urban area, predominantly urban, where they feel the brunt of the economy. When that happens, you normally would want to punish, say, the parliamentary candidate.
And you've mentioned the economy, so let's pull up our poverty heat map. That will give us a sense of what is happening at Ablekuma West. But again, let's put this in context and let's clarify this. Nothing has been decided yet tonight.
There's no
no
declaration.
This is simply just on the back of the confusion we've seen at the coalition center.
And let's make it clear, we announce results as declared, signed by the Electoral Commission and the party agents. It is only at that point that we also announce the results. So we're waiting for the collation of those results, and then we'll bring them to you.
What we're showing you are the pure facts in terms of the incremental performance or otherwise in that particular area and who has the momentum. Going into this election, she hasn't gotten the momentum.
No.
Because she significantly dropped votes from 2016 to 2020.
Exactly, and she actually has, unlike the first two elections where you had two different persons, you have the same person showing up again for the NDC, the Reverend Kweku Addo. Now he, for the second time, goes toe-to-toe, head-to-head with Esther Owusu-Ekufo.
And you've showed us the margins in 2016. And then you have Mr. Addo, who's close enough to 7,000. 7,000, considering her previous performance.
14,000.
Yes.
So closest by some 50%.
That is huge.
Very huge.
And that is why it's beginning to sound a bit shaky there. But nothing decided yet. But we're saying if you are here going into the elections, you're going to be fighting tooth and nail to try and hold on to what you have if you can increase. Hold on to what you have. Even if you're going to lose, you still must ensure that you cross the line somewhat. After all, it's just 50% plus one. You just need one extra vote to cross the line.
Yeah.
We've seen in Savelugu, for example, where the winning margin at the parliamentary level was 99 votes. And sometimes that's all.
In fact, I've actually seen in Tema East in 2012, for instance, where the winning margin was 3.
Yeah.
And I've seen in Okra, for instance,
it's absolutely possible.
Where the winning margin, I think in 2000 was 9 or so. These are things that happen.
And then, by the way, you mentioned the potential factors, the factors that could be affecting her performance there. One of the key ones that we always look at, and it's very important to people, all the research shows that it's important, employment, poverty, etc. And so if you pull up the 2015 Statistical Service poverty heat map for Ablekuma West, is it, right? Which is what you have here. That's Ablekuma West there. Winston, talk to us.
Yeah, so here you can see the incidence of 15.18% and the severity is 1.84%. But you see, if you look at the color, it's not dark.
It's not dark, it's very, very light.
Very, very light.
Light
It tells you that there's not an area that is poor or an area with huge poverty numbers. But then let's get to 2021.
Keep an eye on this and keep an eye on the lighter shade. The lighter it is, the less poverty. The deeper it is, the more poverty you have there. Has anything changed there in 2021 when the Statistical Service pulled that data for us in this particular area that may give us an indication how people may be voting there this time around that may affect one candidate or the other? Let's see that. Then you come here and you instantly see that it's darker. It's darker, right? And that's where you have it here. And it's very obvious at first glance to say, oh goodness, something has happened here that may affect somebody.
And the severity moves to 43.
43 is quite huge a jump from what it used to be. And people will be looking at that to decide who they are voting for. And you've made a point. When the economic conditions tend to be...
UTrack. Power your project team needs at a price you'll love. Projects, tasks, AI assistant.
Unfortunately, in our part of the world, is a man and woman they see every day.
Of course.
The parliamentary candidate or the MP.
Yeah, and you see, that's because you are their representative.
Peter Amewu polled 26,952, which was 55.26% of the votes. And then Professor Margaret Kweku, she got 21,821, which summed up to 44.74% of the votes. So when you look at the difference, it's just a little under 5,000. A little under 5,000 votes for John Peter Amewu in the 2020 elections. Arrested early today because the person was allegedly dishing out money to someone at the polling station. Mutala Inusa is our man who's been monitoring Crowell, and he's joined us. Mutala, so as it stands now, where are we in the electoral process? Are we collating? Are we counting? What's happening?
So, like we do know, 5 p.m. exactly, voting came to an end in most of the polling centers, especially those areas that people have already done with those in the queue. There were a few places that persons after 5 p.m. were still in the queue voting. But most of the places, in fact, one concern that came out within this very constituency is the voter turnout. Most of the places that I visited, even before the voting came to an end, less than 50% of the total registered voters expected to vote turn up to vote. So eventually, if you are looking at the voter turnout, possibly it is not as expected. But of course, the voters have decided, those who decided to go and vote have decided. If we come to Nungua currently, Crowell constituency, the wind is blowing in favor of Agnes Namomolate, especially the two areas that have been counted. And for Crowell constituency, former 5JHS police station.
Okay, this is what I'm coming to do. Okay. Let me go and check TikTok. TikTok is my issue, you know. Let me go live on TikTok and see what we could get there. That's my first concern, TikTok. TikTok. Facebook Live, streaming live, Facebook Live. Okay, this one is there. Now let's go and check TikTok. TikTok.
What a shame. What a shame. What a shame.
Because you don't have a president, I have a former president.
You just said that say the IFIA say you figures IFIA say you say one gada bibia and also be an idea one down.
Say that the next election was
yeah. Maybe some say be say we politics no more.
Ade.
So Obaba be my den on famra.
Oni fufuro na wo kwaya campaign now to make on national television say some mo koto aba mo hwe ne ni tiri hwefu. Are you serious? What? TV so ka say di o. Wo se wo koto aba ya hwe ne ni tiri hwefu.
Say ya o hwe omo mo wo so ni nyina. Obi ba bi NBC echenyi narrative ne say wo kwa men kan 8 no hwehwa kateria no. Sisi ono so fo say.
It's also the three
media interaction the spokesperson the tie no pa we na say wow fantastic out to say ideas no ho na mo hwan na ekodi wachi ma odi aba be ye adwuma nye say enye nko a eye political party eye kuo na ye kan ho ambom so what you say. What kind Alan Martin document? Fantastic. Alan document. Na ekwan ben na wo fa so be di enkonim na ade eno akwakoye adwuma. See ya nwene wo sa ne be se be wiase nyansa nyina me de kura me metunye bibia na hwan na ebu am akwaji tumi na ade abeye adwuma. Na ye was secondary school yes we be say so kins we say me wo milk e wan ya me say maja wo fie as one fast wo e say milk na wo ja wo fie e then ye defra it is now what do you do enti let's put our ego aside
okay
ni yenye say nnempo wo kan say ahyase no okay na komia be kan TV so mo mudi na tem say anka obeti ase anka Alan enkoye vice na ba omia enkoye am mudi na tem
hello messing about any member ho na Sabre National Democratic Congress or more press conference madaroma mo man yeda ho ne ko makache be say ambasisia.
Fellow comrades, this is the moment we've all been waiting for.
Hello.
Today, but the decision doesn't end with voting at polling stations, the sorting of ballot papers, the counting of the ballot papers, and the declaration of results at polling stations. The election is a process. What has so is just one element of that process. And declarations at polling stations the supporters of the party are supposed to accompany the EC officials together with the electoral materials, especially the ballot box, to various coalition offices of the EC or coalition centers of the Electoral Commission. In all 200 constituencies, there are designated places, coalition centers. Stage we have got into at the moment. This is where every Ghanaian, especially NDC supporters and sympathizers, must in our polling agents and observers and security teams to accompany
The PI execution phase can feel very lonely in a remote setting. You are sitting at home.
Figures together, we are hoping.
On behalf of our leader and father, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, on behalf of the incoming President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, make your way to your constituency collation center. If you were at the polling station at the time of declaration, I'm sure you are by now following the ballot box and other electoral materials to the EC collation center in your constituency, the constituency collation center. If you were not at the polling station and you're hearing this message, wherever you are in your constituency, this is the time for you to play your role. You have voted. Your votes have been counted and declared at the polling station. Now you have the responsibility to protect those votes. And so this new stage of constituency coalition is of utmost importance to all of us. And our leader would want all of us to stop the jubilation until results are duly collated, declared at the constituency coalition centers, the resource forms at the constituency coalition centers duly filled and signed by the various party coalition agents, and our agent is giving his or her copy. You don't jubilate. You only jubilate after the results have been declared, agents have signed, or better still, our agent has had the official certified copy of the results so declared by the Electoral Commission at the constituency collation center. This is the reason for this press conference. And please, when the results is duly declared and we take a copy of the results form as required by law, ensure that the results as declared is posted at the constituency collation center. You take your phones, you take pictures of that as evidence. It is very important that we all do that. We also want to put all our agents, our executives, from the branch level to the ward level to the constituency level to the regional level and the national level on high alert. The NPP is desperate, and when you're dealing with a group of people who are vicious and desperate at the same time, you need to be careful. You need to remain vigilant until the last vote is counted.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage everything and anything related to your work. Your documents, your chats, your whiteboards, your projects. The value of this, you don't have to buy 5 softwares to do this. You don't have to be hopping back and forth between multiple tabs, trying to find that email from a year ago. Instead, you can find everything in a matter of seconds, keeping your work and everything related to productivity organized in a single place.
To use their thugs to manipulate the outcome of the election results. Don't forget what happened at Techiman South in 2020. Don't forget. And so let's all remain vigilant. This is not the time for celebration. We all know the outcome, and the time for celebrating that outcome will soon come. But for now, we need to work we need to be vigilant. And so if you're listening to me now, please go to your constituency coalition center now. And all our party supporters, those who are in the position to defend and protect our agents and officials, please move to the constituency coalition centers now. And let's ensure that the process will be peaceful and the will of the people, as expressed at the polls in all the over 40,000 polling stations, is what will count and stand at the end of the day. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Now I'll do a brief summary in the P language.
And that there is Sami Jemfi, the NDC National Communications Officer, at the press briefing at the NDC headquarters. And now we have clarity on why we saw what we saw in Ablekuma Central, Ablekuma West, K2 South, and we also saw it, I believe, in Odododio, at 3 places in Greater Accra.
So that's Ayaso Central.
And Ayaso Central, where the teaming supporters of a political party, at the time we didn't know, masked up at the coalition center, and they were demanding access to the constituency coalition center. The NDC just announced right now, asking all their supporters across the country to accompany their agents and the EC and the police with the ballot box to the constituency coalition center. That is something that we're going to be getting some reaction to with our panelists, a panel of experts in Studio 997. I want to take you to Adenta, and because I'm getting some scenes from there that I need to get to you. Kweku Asante will bring that to us pretty shortly. We'll go to Adenta shortly. But Winston, give me your thoughts on what we just said from.
Well, I mean, I've made the point very clear, and I've made it clearly, and I've indicated that at this point in time, if you don't have accreditation, you can't get to a constituency coalition center. That's something all of us know. And so it is the reason the political parties were asked to present agents. So these are the trusted persons from the political party. So what you do is to allow the agents to do the job. When people mass up at constituency coalition centers, and you hear Sami Jemfi saying the NDC should not celebrate until the declaration of the results. Now, what those people are doing is preventing the declaration of the results, because they cannot get into the coalition center to collate the results. So let the people do the job. You've had people at the constituency, at the polling station, and at the polling station, they are allowed to be there, to witness the counting.
Yeah.
At the coalition center, they say, without accreditation, you cannot have access.
We say I want to go to Kweku now. Kweku is standing by. Kweku, I can see in your background some activity there. Look like jubilation. Earlier, we saw a heated exchange between a few folks there. Give us a sense of what is happening at Adenta.
It's a big scene here right in front of the Presby Church here in Adentan, where a number of NDC supporters have already massed up, jubilating. They say that this is an election they have won, that Adamu Ramadan has won, John Dramani Mahama has won also. Although the results are yet to be fully collated, they have been here in their numbers jubilating. Most of them do not have accreditation that will allow them to have access to this coalition center, but they say, despite that, they are not going to let this pass them. So let me speak to some of you. Gentlemen, let me talk to some of you. Calm down. Why are you people here? Have you won the election?
Okay, so this election, we know and we believe that John Dramani Mahama has won the elections down, and we are not going second round. NDC has won, and in Adenta constituency, Honorable Adamu Ramadan, he has won the election. And for the first time in the history of Adenta constituency, we have broken the one-term syndrome in Adenta constituency. Honorable Adamu Ramadan, he has broken the one-term syndrome, and for NDC. So all what we are saying that you are
So a lot of jubilant people here who say that they have won the election, although this election is yet to be formally called in the collation center. Polling agents and other persons are now coming in with the results from all the polling stations. Evans, what I can report is that when it comes to the specifics of the small polling stations from across Adentan constituency that have been coming in so far, it's looking quite favorable for both John Dramani Mahama and Adamu Ramadan, who have all come in here and are excited about the situation. Let me speak to more supporters. And so, you people are excited, you are all here. I mean, won't you wait for the results to be collated and everything before you can celebrate?
We already know we are the winners, so why should we be in a hurry? Like, we have to be in a hurry, you understand?
How do you know you are the winners? How do you know you are the winners?
We know, because we are already the winners. We already know. We have women ourselves. You understand?
Evans, that is the story here. They are not waiting for the Electoral Commission in the Adentan constituency to declare them as winners. They say that they've been compiling their own results, and what the results, the trend show them is that Adamu Ramadan is retaining the seat for the NDC, and John Dramani Mahama is doing the same. Just 100 meters away from here, the collation center is bustling with activities as polling centers across Adentan are now coming in with their results to try and start compiling the results. And the indication we are getting is that somewhere, somehow, by 10 p.m. or 11 p.m., we will get an indication who has won and who has lost. Just gone by, I spoke with a member of parliament, Adamu Ramadan, who was telling me that he expects to know the full complement of the results by 10 p.m. and he expects to know that he would have retained the seat. But that is not something we can confirm independently with now. But the supporters who are in their numbers right around this collation center, Evans, they say that they have won this. They are not leaving up until the full result is declared here in Adentan, as they seek to make the record as the first political party in terms of being able to get a member of parliament to actually go 2 constituencies at a time. So, Evans, that is the situation at the Victory Presbyterian Church at Adentan, where ND supporters are already in a jubilant mode. They say they have won this.
And by the way, we need to make the point that it is too early. In fact, Sammy Jefi himself made the point it's too early to jubilate. Well, and it is too early to jubilate. Nothing has been collated yet at the Council Collation Center. Nothing has been declared. Nothing has been announced. The party says, wait, don't jubilate. And that we need to put in context. You see these things, people believe somebody's won. We are nowhere near knowing that yet. Well, anywhere across.
Kukwa Santi makes the point that the member of parliament says he expects, the results by 10 p.m. Well, you cannot stop party supporters from jubilating. Our responsibility is to report what is happening, and we're reporting it. I mean, we can't stop them from jubilating. We will wait for the results from the Electoral Commission, and that's what we would use, and that's what would inform our viewers and listeners that this is what the Electoral Commission has declared. But for now, they say they have won, and they're celebrating. That's something you cannot take away from them.
But that's the thing, though. I mean, because you have to wait for the outcome, and we are waiting for that outcome. I want to bring in my colleague Benjamin, who's joining us right now from Studio 997 with his team of analysts there, Professor Kwesi Enin and Clara Berry-Kasati. Benjamin, shortly before we went to Adenta, we heard from the NDC, National Communications Office, addressing a news conference and directly speaking to the party's sympathizers and supporters across the country, and was clear to them when he spoke to them through the power of the media that sympathizers and supporters must accompany the agents and the ECM police officers with the ballot boxes from the various polling centers to the constituency collation centers. And that is coming, minutes after we broke that news from Ayawaso West. And we also saw what happened in Ayawaso Central. We went to Ketu South, where we saw the security situation they are degenerating as, mass of, supporters of a political party and people in the constituency forcing themselves into the Constituency Collation Center. That gives us a bit of clarity. And I'm curious to know what Professor Kwesi Enin makes of that directive, if you like, from the NDC to a constituency supporters across the country.
Point you make, of course, that was Ablekuma West and Ablekuma Central you were alluding to, but listening to Sammy Gyamfi and the message,
Oscar.
you know, right in this studio 997, when he started with the press conference, we were a bit jittery. Okay, what's he going to say and all of that, but the message, how did he take it?
No, I think it was sober, reflective, and cautious. And I think telling people first to be vigilant and not to start jubilating. But there's a tendency for people to presuppose they've won. And when the final results, the factual results, let me put it that way, go the other way, then there's a tendency to believe that, it's been fiddled with. So I think it's important that he asks people to tone down, wait for the official results, try as much as possible to be vigilant and to ensure that every single vote counts. And I think that this is one of his better statements, if I should put it that way.
I like how you put it. This is one of his better statements. So we've seen some of these, celebratory events already. You just saw it, and that is in Adenta, the Adenta constituency, where there are claims by some of the supporters of the NDC that their candidate, Abu Ramadan, has won. I've heard of similar claims in Ayawaso West, Wogon, some developments there, but we'll let the Electoral Commission do its work in all of these areas. We're not calling it for any candidate, whether presidential or primary. We'll let the collation processes go through, and then we'll know how this is shaping out. But Clara, for you, from the trends you're seeing so far, what picture do you get? And you can also give your reaction to Sammy Gyamfi.
No, for Sammy Gyamfi's speech, I think it's responsible. I would also like to at least ask that political parties, particularly in places where we've seen chaos, that they call their supporters to act responsibly, to help to manage the situations and all of that. So this has been a responsible statement. I hope they do that, particularly in areas where there is tension. For the trends, I would still say I'm still reluctant. I've seen, I'm still waiting to see the official results, and then at least we can talk about the trends. But it looks like in a few hours, the trends will start to see some strengths, particularly in the parliamentary, maybe to some extent in the presidential election as well.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a busy night, and there's going to be a lot of, data results filtering in. But between 10 p.m. and maybe by midnight, we should begin to see a certain trajectory. Like we were sharing in the studio, we are hearing that some big wigs may be losing their seats, but we've not said anything. No. We've not mentioned anybody.
We haven't mentioned him.
But eventually, the cookie will crumble where it will, and then we'll see what happens.
But Benjamin, I think it relates to the earlier conversation about the low numbers, about the demographics, and about people's perception as to how much politics means to their day-to-day living. So we will need to do some number crunching sometime tomorrow and to see the implications for parties, but also for the nature of politics going forward.
Hi, Elijah.
Because there are some big things that whoever wins and goes to parliament must do. But let me end on this note. Every 4 years, parliament loses a lot of its most seasoned parliamentarians.
That's another problem, isn't it?
That's a huge problem.
Institutional memory and all that.
Yes. And for those of us who have been working on the Galamsey and on terrorism and violent extremism and small arms, it's almost like it's a cyclical pattern of beginning the training, the networking, providing the knowledge. And the ninth parliament is going to be particularly interesting because a number of old-timers decided not to run.
Indeed.
So the percentage of old-timers running was actually statistically matched smaller than previous elections. And if you take the fact that some of them will lose, then we are going to get a new parliament 7th January 2025, in which the majority of MPs.
Prof, you know what I'm going to do? My apologies. Let's head to the Western region, and Portia.
A lot of issues happening online. Let's see them now.
Takrade, there are some incidents there, some chaos there. Portia, what can you tell us? All right, it appears we've lost Portia, as and when we get her.
Let's see. What are we having here? UTV, I'm say that.
Hello.
Yeah, over to me, Shara, over to me, Nakasa.
Good evening. If I told Mr. YouTube, and I'm saying, beginning there by no more some ballot because of the new person. You see, I'm not a ballot to pursue your way. I said, this is a good book. You say, it's young, now, more officials, no way that I'm saying the customer will be like this.
UTV.
I'm going by Anna. No, that's not our way. It's a little bit of I think it's really good to make a speech to the police center. So when you submit a speech to the police center, first the speech is because we have a receipt of the speech. The agent, the first agent at the police station to have them. So that's what they are trying to so that they agree. So we are just reading the police center for them to calculate and then do their collection there. They have just started a calculation process. Is it because of the chaos? No, the return of the judgment. Okay, so aside the chaos, we still are going to find the paper. No, we are not going to find the paper.
If we hear from Miss Anama.
Yes, but I used to add everything. No, that's the Hey! The part of the chaos, so funny, and no one is thought, if you must take it cover. If you must add the tower car home.
Hello, Cheryl.
Hello.
Yes, EC official no Gina on over to me at the phone number near Nacho Chinkomo.
I mean, let's leave the man about top of the Kaka with me. Oh, I'm the time.
And come a person will be son say, and you be a ballot box na ya papa, I don't know. If we hear a part of Omudi any be na.
But a man or the foot fra, and then the Kaka.
Okay. When you nipa na nasa fe na wo so sha.
Okay. Good evening. If I told you the truth, say your papa ballot box is I can the ballot box is some of the buyer and after the pick and you can have my ballot box in the appointment. I will inside. If I saw the many classes to share your cassette, say that papa in your don't to see anything, but so far, almost make a queen of officers with the brain heavy or media room.
Matumedio, who is
it also any idea be about the yapino because the yapino no, you can see who say if we hear fa and the BPM war.
Yo, it's the idea, Obia take it cover. I don't make a fan after Edin if he I'm an Bobby Amena Bimbia medical brum. Okay,
Miss Wayano was show who see so a day amaye.
If I told my miss, okay.
You Sarah Anno, me patrol, Nemame, whatever mamma, Wabayano, Nehuya Panty, Sewa, and Manine, why you be Sarah Anno, and a day and semi if we Iowa so central, by Nadia Coso Honono, and I was turning for Unity Amaye. No nani gusua ekoso ewo honti de bebe bia no so no obema yenyina ya so wate na ebobo eho do asemo asem na media me nwanwa pa ne say eba no easier even see fa ballot boxer asensudie bebre ewo ho a eno de say indeed we say free electoral commission and nana pay make kaisa somewhere Ashanti region say that box in be honoma baby a pie into a more voting the company delay or more chance so up of say easy as a son one son or more say or voting as no possible say you know, sabre ya kinkan ya yesi di omo transporte ballot box akọ collation center ya te yesi obi di bishop e bia ma. I mean emu nyewrem.
Because ye koto abai. Presidential ballot paper no omo tia omo stamp me there because I was number 1 no. I had the privilege to see stamp no only by na emu no. Nti odi see so ansa na wo say bibi a ink number so. Na parliamentary no so and also different stamp and also the see so. It is a who paper bi first na be check and say oh enipa ni bi so eduobo. Ye wo ballot papers ni bia enye proper one. Eno ye the for training. Nti obi o party ni yi ni say okwa we na wo de be kire party for no so mo kwa munye ni say mu no wie no on election day in fact wo kam say ben e ba bia ye to aba eno na nkofo hu an obi ye machine say because nya ye to no on say ese the same thing ya hye na the do also no ni party die no no koye education ti ye de yense team ni party die no nti ohu pe ene mo makoto bi na mo de begum so ampa we original na say for training na say fake omun tias yesa enti the papa mu no ensesenka sa ne ye de koye training no ye say ye van church ensese ben on election day and campesa ben de dia ye to aba no o so ko yesa dia no ma odipa na ni kobre wo hu no den na kire se ne ekura no so eye enye papa obey den hu na abono so wode ani so hye ana wode ani bre na eka enti wan ko yesa dia na etoda yesi sabi ya nyunso adwaye na mum ne o dware adwaye de odunso obey den hu so enti etoda yankasa ne yemma ye ho kwan ema niema bi wa na wo ma ho kwan se obi o ha agiman obezi ehu se me no na me na me ye we me na me di we ya ne me ye se na nipa ne bi wo so a ye nya abotre kakra ye hu niema bi e betua verify luckily for us your security officers were around oh ye hu so osumasi ade bi da na kam ye nkɔ hwe ye yi na ehwe na papa na ne ye be ne dia ye no but o de mra ne show nsem no who be a pictures ya send a car I send in yama pi ye hu wie ye no na eye ne ye de ko etuni ba ko pe na nyem ye no po ba ko pe se but the dare come ye hu ye no wa ye nya abotre kakra woni beba ho so no wo se obi ade wan hwe mpo an wo koku nipa no because we born woni mi yare e wo no na okulapse no wan sori bi wa ye nyina ye nya abotre.
Okay.
Abraham said, "Oshe constituency and Hawaii, so I was so central. Yeah, 2020, the see wo Oshe 2020 about a course na. No winnie Ura and Coty and the Interior Minister. Vote our no was 33,003. And we number 52.9%. And NDC near na Udiwono Abdu Tabuzu ono enya 28,363 enu gina homa 45.5%. Nti ene ye twen na se bisa se obi nim de se esesa se etoaso na isi nti ya say about a seater ekura MPP amanyo no ekura seat na Honorable Henry Coty na seat no ekura no afi twen na so hwe vote onya ya onya 52%, 33,003. Let's just say a Koye demand. Voter turnout was 76%. As a month for Kotoye pa na valid vote cast was 62,284. Rejected 69. 649. And voter registered population was 82,781. Into the last 4 years, seeing a trend in Ekoye, and there will be nipa enum energy na so Oshe Ahwadena na same ekita NDC ni MPP omuna na Ahwadena ekura mobile quarantine independent enya 625 and Gifty Hawa Hammond on Sunya 263 and Charles Kwame Adams NDP enya 144 until last 4 years no na say na I was central ni amanfo abro na see na hotel nti see ne koye nti ye hwese this year
since it's a shame
ejani bedum
say bedani o say
ejani bedum say dani
amanfo aso ayesi o
ndabi na say come we friends am yenu ni di
sit ne so ayesi
the come do we friends am yenu ni di di omo ye no abani ato awie ya kinkan coalition center na moko nti wo a wo kwa akohia say odi moto na wo mpene ne nkeka won ade no
we're going to be live.
Say if we free be. Say can free police station when come out and motor because so. Amanyo some say kwakobo football. But man dey kwara na e din chen football no. Football dey say cap bisi so a na e win or lose. But say league match a draw to me bem. But parliament dey draw me.
Passo.
See, I don't know how can say, and Tia sending you a go high, or was a year duma, and the Embranos, so you queen, Munoni, son, you may be money idea. Na Embranos will be fuma, a far battle idea, no punishment, no, and yet human in Kekoni idea. Because any matter of Famutu or support a Abnachi, and tis Abnachi, and Kui Mana, Minqui Bibiana, Min Chibi Abnachi, who send me dinner cheaper. Eh, because Abran Casati baby or was okay. Yes, in India, we call competition 9 years. Mintim was it was a before you be home, but said, okay, who bet says, I will have
say electoral commission any Ghana police service my statistics areas are
streaming all night all day, you know.
Baby I need him say only
critical issues in the address all the critical issues.
So if we had these areas known,
let's see what
security.
What happened? Then necessity because you say that area had a way between us.
Bra, any area. Bra, any area. Oh, we'll go anymore. See you. All right, yeah, sure. Let me know if my audio is okay. And come back. Let me know if my audio is okay, please. Are you hearing my audio well? Please let me know. If you're on TikTok, I can't really monetize it very well. But if you're on TikTok and you can hear my audio well, loud and clear, please let me know. Okay? Please let me know. TikTok, another ball game. Let's see how. Who is winning? Yeah. Money we needed that, but who is winning? In your opinion? Is it possible? And I say Ayezu. Let's see now. Who is winning? Is my audio okay? Let me know. Bex. Let me know if my audio is okay. Is it clear? Hey, all of a sudden, network at Tiako. And now we na kaho. Hey. Network at Tiako, my phone, so they don't know. So, okay. All right, so let's see what's going on there. What's John you saying?
Welcome to Proxy.
Welcome to
Here you can find all the proxies you need. If you
all right.
Which of course the National Democratic Congress had to break that deadlock 6 occasions and just twice for the NDC. And it appears the NDC this time want to sort of maintain the incumbent parliamentary the member of parliament, that is Teresa Ladi Awuni. And also, when I came to the constituency, interacting with some of the electorate here, I was being told they wanted to retain Teresa because to them, they believe Dokua was not from the constituency, especially coming from Ekropon. They believe Teresa could actually be a game changer for them. So there was a need for them to retain. And they foresee the NDC also dominating this particular constituency. They were just, from what I was being told, they were just tired of having the NPP dominate from 96 all the way to 2016. So having Fariza this time winning in 2020, they wanted to prolong her stay in Parliament.
I see. Well, thank you very much, James Eshen in Okaikwe North. Let's also cross over to Ashaiman. Carlos Kaloni is on hand. We hear there's been a low voter turnout, but what's the latest you can report, Carlos?
I can say for a fact that we are currently at the collation center of the Ashaiman constituency, which happens to be the St. Augustine Catholic Church. We've been here for close to 3 hours. But as you can see,
Captain Martin, so okay. Let's see what Captain Martin.
5,365. And Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, there were 472,004 votes. So Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, LED, Ewo Ashanti region. Eastern region. Out of the 4,138 polling stations, 1,449 and Aba Abedru, John Dramani Mahama, 168,270, and Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, 185,803. North East, Wamuwo, 750 polling stations. 131 and Aba Abedru. Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia LED with 19,581. John Dramani Mahama 16,003 votes. So these are the three regions, sir. Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, LED, Ewo, Eho, Ahafo, Bono East, Central, Greater Accra, Northern region, Uti, Savannah, Upper East, Upper West, Volta, Western and Western North. John Dramani Mahama is leading in all these regions. And also, no.
Very interested. Ghana, Unia 95.1 FM on Facebook and of course Unia TV. Hi, Wabato Aswaye. Medoka say we check with Facebook. I said setting 12.9k views. About 12,000. Looks so promising, but results are provisional results are every various polling centers. Eba, Sisia, Yanyani na or Hadambusi. Manika ACB so entro. Ewo Asawase constituency. Medika Kachiro said 140. Out of 214 polling centers ahudo and a few hundred more eba, and the result is that Manaf a certain 18,524 votes as against Mutaka, who is currently in a comfortable lead, 26,362 votes. Now, Medikaso Amawaya was said. Ejumako Yam Esiam Kessel Atoforsen LED Ewo Honomo Meno Kasasisia Saso Ena Ascent South Bedu Stephen Esuso currently LED Reverend Intim Fojo Ewo Ascent South Empoho the seat of John Kwabena Amuasani but Meno Kasaidia the NDC Bento Godfred Henry LED Ewo Hormo Ewo Empoho in the Western region. Saso and Offenso North. Yes, so Offenso North as it stands now. Caesar Champion of Fosu LED Dr. Fred Che Asamoah. Ewo the Offenso that is the result we are getting now. Saso and
what a shame.
For real.
What a shame.
What's happening here? You don't see any shame. Jessica, no, who shame me out. Wow. No problem. So if all politicians are doing same, does that make it right? I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay. All right. Why are they so desperate to win the elections? Because they did not do any work. It's that simple. They didn't do any work. So they're definitely going to be desperate. Take 50 Ghana cedis and suffer for 4 years. They'll buy the vote, win, and you sit and call it shame. Oh, Jesus. Agroni yende.
125, 126, 127, 128, 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 135,
Hey.
136, 137,
Hey.
138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144,
Aye.
147, 148, 149, 150, 151, 152, 153, 154.
No. This is one polling station that. So why jubilate not? Okay, that's true though. What's happening there? Operation COVID-19. Oh, ain't COVID-19 sika nyom di yeni. So the COVID-19 nom da so ti no nyom di yeni. It's serious so. I see why they were still taking COVID-19 levy even after COVID-19 is over. It's serious so. People want change. Why should you let it be? About 2 years, if it should, so names why you will not do this. You will not do this. I will be moving to Twitter and see what's going on Twitter soon. Hey. Sure. It's okay. This is serious. Baby, it is so just one. I'm on hoping. Eh? Yeah, maybe Tiamo. Or you went to the military without certificates or what? Why? Let me see the comments. Obviously, we'll get some idiots there. This election is between Ghana and MPPO. But my question is, are these soldiers not for Ghana? Alright, then you go on. See what he's doing. See what a military man is doing. Your problem on my way. Some Gabby, is the audio okay?
You can't pain the actual. Men are down. So young people ni, so young people penny, Sabaya would de, Sanya would de, do a memoni woman, Ubia or quine, so a chana gonna send ya onim, say a gina embrasso. Say mede and someone more ye, and it a swamma ye, me baba tombo as yes sanimo, and near my bed do main cannibal.
No, we will return. We will retain Dr. Bami. Okay. Well, all right. You are a pastor. Why are you doing politics? Oh, sir. Pastor, they don't do anything. The man we are on. So for one did. So for one your friend. On one year, you on Mobra. John, you want to mean Kasabi. When we're praying for cathedral, the one can say, suffer. Oh, Jesus. When are we going to grow?
What's nine? 52. 52. What's nine? 52. 52. What's nine?
I see 51, 52. Abakito in the Manchester. My lady, I was so west. I say I been so. Lego. Students in as of we need you. As a high beans. The woman, she's oh Jesus. Very manipulative. The way she was acting when she was sharing that food, as if she doesn't know anything in law, but yet, oh, and I'm a poor, no dilemma, no come to me. Mammy, we are here by me down. I tell you. I mean, we are a bit thereof. We live to see. Comments. John has won hands down. Just give us the total number. She thinks election is about sharing food. The mighty are falling. Yes, and more. Election be a mighty falling. She thinks election is about sharing food. Okay. Yes, we are winning. Heat. Oh, she will soon lie. Congratulations, Dumelo. You fought a fight. Okay, I see. From the look of things, John Dumelo is winning. Oh, guys, I got MTN unlimited data bundle. Unlimited na 10 gig. No. I don't know why people why people do not understand unlimited bundle still. Yeah, pay 2 aban free so no. Ana dey aban aba no. Ana aban bi akoto aso amon da so pesa aban we no. Oh, join unlimited bundle. Lydia will lose, but John is winning hands down after all the food. Don't worry, you go to Twitter. You could hear Twitter voice though.
The economy of Ghana today. Oh, economy of Ghana is normal. You know how economy goes. People said economy. Economy grows, it falls and then rise up. That's how economy goes. You understand? I mean, you understand gross. Gross work like it fall and then it rise up. So currently the economy is down because of what Nanado has done. That makes the economy down. What has Nanado done? Nanado has done a lot of work with a little economy. You understand me? So that is why we MPP, me particularly, I followed MPP. The reason is Nanado has done a lot that no president has done it before. Are you sure? Oh yes. A lot of things has happened. A lot of things that when you just watch and see how they are opening things up and down. And those things you have to use money in order to do. If you don't have money, you cannot do.
Fuseni, thanks for joining.
So the economy is normal. You see, the economy is normal.
So do you think it is really possible?
Yeah.
Fuseni, is the audio okay for you?
It shall be possible. It is always to be possible. It is going to be possible.
So I want to have
You know why it's going to be possible? We have
these people who vote for you.
You understand me? We have a vision leader who knows what he's doing.
So those who did not go and vote, this man is going to vote, voted for you.
What we are expecting him to do, that's why we support him.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
How do you see the economy of Ghana today?
If you sake of these people for go vote, oh, how can this guy decide for me? Okay, he said, if the sake of these people are for go vote, because how can this guy decide for me? Hey, serious, one to obey decide, so for him, he's making sense. This economy has fallen for long and not rising. Charlie comments them why maybe I'm fat. I feel ready, I'm Mr. A fakra, I mean, now that tells a lot. I mean, that defines the kind of country we live in. So this one too has a girlfriend. Obviously, let me see the replies under it. By now he is on. Azemo. Riding Yangobo. How can someone who thinks like this be on me? You don't know. Forget pound, right? Why you think you are making a lot of sense? When you think you are making a lot of sense, free SHS product misleading us. This guy vests me right now. I'll go vote for MVP. Make we all die for a year. So someone will be crying over him. Imagine your kid coming home from school with homework. Let's listen to what he said again.
Oh, economy of Ghana is normal. You know how economy goes. People said economy. Economy grows, it falls and then rise up. That's how economy goes. You understand? Have you understand gross? Gross work like it fall and then it rise up. So currently the economy is down because of what Nanado has done. That makes the economy down.
What has Nanado done?
Nanado has done a lot of work with a little economy. You understand me? So that is why we MPP, me particularly, I followed MPP. The reason is Nanado has done a lot that no president has done it before.
Are you sure?
Oh yes, a lot. A lot of things has happened, a lot of things that when you just watch and see how they are opening things up and down. And those things, you have to use money in order to do all. If you don't have money, you cannot do it. You understand? So the economy is normal. You see, the economy is normal.
So do you think it is really possible?
Yeah. It's going to be possible. It shall be possible. It is always to be possible. It is going to be possible. You know why? You know why it's going to be possible? We have a vision leader who knows what he's doing. You understand me? We have a vision leader who knows what he's doing. But that we are seeing, he knows what he's doing. He's going to do what we are expecting him to do. That's why we support him.
Thank you so much. How do you see the economy of Ghana today?
Oh, economy of Ghana.
Eradi Nyangopo. God of mercy. Okay, so on UTV now, Omoka say some of these papers no yeah to teach how the electorates should vote. So Omo print say the 500,000 copies and all these copies to teach how the electorates should vote. Fine. It makes sense. And you know, all these copies are to teach them how to vote. Fine. Anna Ode Abba polling station ho to come and teach them how to vote. Fine. Some Ayana Yamu say Jimmy. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Jimmy. Let's see how it goes. I don't know why we keep on tolerating this level of mediocrity. This level of mediocrity. Okay. The level of mediocrity is upset. It's upset. Ayebufu. So, that is what our people are telling us. Now, let's see something. Let me see what we have on Let me go and see what I can get for you on Twitter. And let's see what's going on there. Twitter right here. Hey. What's happening here?
Let him. No, yeah, 6 on there to him.
Okay. Na Pacho, what two gunshot not a bed do be say?
Yet say two be 3.
Bed do be 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Enti womo two no no, womo di mo achi be sam ho koya na so mo dane wo mo ho.
Pacho mo dane wo mo ho koye.
All right. Ekuya ne into aso.
Okay, eti honorable saying, and I'm obeyed na wutu asat enumere ya we say ya posu.
Ah, ya fra police farmer. Omo abaste. Ama ya kasa. What is no?
No, she was not.
Omo befa. Eko. Na ya kekra. Police when escort me kano with their body. And I'm what you call your friends say me ni baby omo dey call because I didn't go with them.
For real?
Nah. The person make a check a party for in us and man almost straight. They should start jubilating because we have won the elections hands down. Omoma energy, na protection no. Omoma emo anything. They cannot steal this victory away from us. Hawa Kumsin has lost the election. Kaswa is green.
And Captain, I would to say is Felix na choreography. And I decided interview you fry ya diabre ya shafui.
I mean that was clear for that wonderful report. We share umrena customer you know and so na no doable. I am yes a Ghana ni bakuwa and a hobby. Because Ghana be ye de enche or mind be kuria koso. I want everybody to live. Na yenyi na no. Together, let's build this country devoid of whoever. Watch I say, maybe your mind corner, every shafui. Yet to Cromana Ghana copep business for Belgium. Come on.
Belgium, they say so. Mauritius, they are called
Belgium. All might to say Belgium. All might to say Singapore, Switzerland. All might to say wine, Sweden, Denmark, Ghana, Kohin. Or called the Sweden, or called Denmark, Ghana, Korea, Ghana, called Belgium, or Korea, or so called Pebisa. I mean, you do baby, a mama and tenacity. Ah, where MPP and funny Pebian could see baby. And this infant Pebian could see baby. Because passport now would to Korea, yet the Mauno. Would you Ghana have crowd bush for the Wujania, who party ding. A new passport in party ding a new passport in. For once, we a bebuna, my draining yejuma. Mamma man so for any other pa, and to so me ba na for your various polling stations across the country, and then we'll let you know what's happening over there. All right, Adepa, Majo.
Middle captain.
Oba to asu free home.
Your captain is very for Abrikma, not at 2 years. Now, them who have been my 14.
I think there's something funny going on.
And another sentence, those one of 280 and that share about a port on so and a police station, 880, or the chat is there, or they may any pictures name the results no at the population center Hanum. Now, by a manota, but the Modium population center Nabano, a Odoko, a Mercedes, I saw there a BNW State Peter Society, the more unassociated.
All right, it's the resource band or host say between Abu Bubi Amaya.
To say, I say, the name about whom you know about a catch the pa. The time I go to your note, Nina, what on Shananka, or Monsanto species, results Nina and Kayansha Bono. A different occupy and and it's the a 40 electoral areas no. And we now go through the any possible make that say, mothers to cry and do a electoral area. areas ɛwɔ ahanom ana saa ɔso ne yɛkɔ centers ne yɛtu 108 na dodo a ɔmo deɛ ɛyɛ ɔmo resource ne de aba kɔkyi ma yɛahyɛ ɔmo atwerɛ de ato
things are happening. Don't have time for you. What is happening on Twitter? What's trending? Okay, as long as it's trending, anything else like it come on Twitter. Okay. Let's see what's happening on Twitter. Osla Owusu has lost her seat. No real Ghanaian will skip without liking this post with her loss. You are a sick person if you are happy Osla Owusu has lost her seat. Hey, I said more. No real Ghanaian. A disgraceful moment occurred when the pickup truck loaded with food packed was rejected by voters at the Ablekuma West constituency. The occupants claimed the food was from the Minister of Communication and incumbent MP Osla Owusu and was intended for Party AB. This is the woman who has made data impossible to buy in Ghana now. This is the same woman who made it very difficult for MTN to survive without increasing their data price. When you ask MTN will tell you, go and ask Osla. When you go and ask this woman, it will tell you it's from the president. Now they did that. And when the fiber optic cables were torn, what did they come back and do? After rejecting Starlink for months, they decided to accept Starlink only on condition that Starlink will be paying roughly 20% more on taxes, and that their people would end up opening a company under the disguises of being associates of Starlink, so that they will be the authorized dealers and sellers of the Starlink dish in Ghana. Nti Starlink dish na anka ebiane bo be for kakra no omde omodi ato so kama, no problem. Data na nso no omoji share, no problem. And the local telecommunication networks no say yin ayat na hani yegu MTN yegu Ghana Telecom, yatna ho, adane no Vodafone, atna ho, from one touch, abesiene. We decide to collapse Glow and the other networks, Kasapa and Co. Even Airtel, any Tigo cracker, they no mugu. And they collaborated to become one company, Airtel Tigo. Just so that they can survive in the market. After all that hassle and bustle, trying to increase the amount of money they should have, they join forces to become one. And then you keep on and go to MTN that is still monopolizing the market after collapsing all other competitions, including Glow, that is really thriving in Nigeria. You tell MTN to increase their data bundle so that other people can end up subscribing to Airtel and Tigo, where you probably have shares there. And when these shares are not plumbing, you tell MTN to increase their data bundle prices and core prices so that competitors can survive. What is the sense in that? Instead of telling MTN to reduce its prices and also the other networks to reduce their prices so that they could, please their consumers and also for the other networks, you could reduce the taxes on those other networks so that there could be competition in the market. You do not actually go and tell another company to increase its price. You have to, the companies that you want to thrive, you have to help them, give them tax incentives so that they can reduce their prices and give better offers to the consumers. Help them to also build fiber optic cables and fiber network. You solely gave the MTN access to, run 4G networks around. And how are you expecting these other companies to survive? The whole country don't have a telecommunication network. And when others are running theirs, you go and infringe in their affairs. Yes, I know. And I mean, catch him, because you don't be the minimum can brofwa. Or Montiasia. And you know, in catchia, na ye who na mean catchy because it's getting tensious. It's getting tensious. All right, so that's Osla for you. Or Trendy or Twitter. That's all Lucy Seats. Minister of Information. The communication. This woman. Yeah, Samo. So, okay, she lost to Reverend Kwekuado. I mean, now I catch a trend on tie. I catch a trend on tie. It's the ability man of who and other boy a casa or mine. I mean, it's okay. O man a cry, and your cry, or man a craning yet. Oi, Zenato Rollins lost her seat. Yeah, I still can't believe it. Hey, information will ask you. Okay.
Including what I believe to be military officers.
Yes, I mean, yes, you have military officers
who are also there trying to close this gate and prevent the huge crowd from breaking into the Constitutional Coalition Center. EC officers, I believe what is being thrown in now are possibly the tables that they require. Yes. Yeah, because they still need to set up the Constituency Coalition Center. But because you have all these individuals, a crowd of irate individuals who are there and not allowing them to come in through the route, they are now having to throw the tables into the Constitutional Coalition Center. That then will be set up before the sorting is done. Now, this becomes pretty tense. My key question is, are the agents already in the Constitutional Coalition Center?
Exactly. That's the question.
Because what is happening is preventing duly accredited individuals from going through.
Yeah.
Right? And that then prevents, you see, but that is the impact of what this has now. They believe they are trying to protect the ballot. But in the end, they may actually prevent the duly accredited individual from going in to police the thing on their behalf.
Where I can understand, for instance, where people suspect, because in the past some people may have had concerns about the electoral process, and we've sat here, we've had conversations about what may have happened in some constituencies in 2020, for instance. So you can understand why people would want to know and would want to ensure that the process is free and fair. But this is it for me. You don't ensure that through violence.
No, you don't.
So allow your agents to do the work. We're here, we have our cameras there, and there are other other observers there. At this point in time, whatever the will of the people is, shall prevail. Nobody's going to change the will of the people in this election. I am sorry, nobody can change the will of the people. And already I'm sure people may have a fair idea as to how the election is going and how the election may go. So that is not going to change.
Yeah, and that it's a tense situation in the Blakuma West, tense indeed, because of what we're seeing, the live pictures coming through from there, where we've seen that the community members have gathered in their numbers and they are forcing their way into the Constitutional Coalition Center for whatever reason. We don't know, but it's obvious that they want to protect.
Now, they say, according to what Sweetie is reporting, they say that they've heard that Communications Minister Eslo Usu-Ekufu has lost their seat and they're trying.
But it's too early. I mean, how do you even determine that?
You can actually see it at this point in time if he's lost. I mean, you can have a sense because, the Electoral Commission is telling us about 95% are done. And if 95% are done, what it actually means is that the political parties may have the, polling station results, which they can collate or tabulate, and will give you a fair idea as to who's winning in which constituency and who's not winning in which constituency. What we have said is to wait for the Electoral Commission. And it is the process that is currently stalling because people are trying to break into the Constituency Coalition Center.
And by the way, another aspect of this that tend to incite is the party elements who on social media begin to say something is happening, let's get there and let's make sure we protect the ballot. And meanwhile, they know they have agents who have been duly accredited and trained to do that on their behalf, but they then put this out there into the public domain so that they get everybody else there. For what purpose? When the ballot had not been collated, had not been announced, and you have agents who you trust, you've trained and equipped to do that for you. You're not even there to do that, but you see then all these party elements and surrogates on social media inciting and pushing individuals to go and do this. And this is really what then tends to degenerate and leads to sometimes injuries and unfortunately some circumstances, fatalities.
Exactly. I mean, if...
Okay. La residents fire Kufuor's driver for trying to use cash to woo them for votes. Okay, Osla also won. Let me go to the what's trending. No, in Ghana. Okay. What's happening at KTM? We are very sorry. Why? Then I go to KTM. KTM lose the ebe. He lost? No. He has lost? No. I don't want to believe Katie Amon has lost. Nah. Let me check something here. Give it there. I didn't na na theater ni no theater. So obviously I started ni enyuma ye babebo. Sammy James so many panda pressure. Let's just hope. Let's see what's going on Facebook. Okay. I'm coming. It's someone's post, okay. Thank you. COP retired Kofi Boakye for sanitizing Ashanti region You are more than a national security minister, sir. A yezu. Polling station, Chada, New Petrol Party. Tamal. Okay. Okay. We are on Twitter now, so let's see what's there. Thanks for liking Global. Okay. Yeah. That means liking means my audio is good. And thank you so much. COP Kofi Boache, we are closely monitoring your activities. We have full knowledge of the situation, and our attention is focused on your actions. So please ensure that you act judiciously. It's in your own interest. We are extremely vigilant everywhere. Hotel hopping will not. ASMO. He explained why this misunderstanding. Okay, this is December seat. Okay. The turnout in Ashanti region. The number will shock them after 6:30 p.m. Not less than 75.
And want to know buy. Mommy, now what did you say? What do you mean who? What do I do? Who time I owe? And come up and so I said, I do know. What? Okay. Mommy, my machine. Now what is saying? I say, no, mommy, I not pay. I don't know how to know our trouble. Mammy, auntie, I'm a trouble. I didn't hear. I found Kalanina. I found Kalanina. I found Kalanina. I found Kalanina. I want to know buy. Mommy, now what did you say? What do you mean who?
Why not found Kalanina? Okay. Right, SMO. What's happening here? Ashanti region is always a decider for elections. Do you think Bawumia will hit 1 million and count? Obviously. That's Ashanti region for you. You can't do anything about it. All Ashanti region can do is not to vote. Mommy, wait here on TikTok. The thing is, trendy or the only time I hate me because I trendy or TikTok say or Twitter. Or video be through Twitter. So this woman will force it anything and okay. If your video gets to Twitter, that means you're trending. Okay.
It is a judge, baby, about tonight, Dija, anywhere. A bay to me, Asha Ma. A bay to me at Lanquam, now about to do a Yasakoto. Yansha, Yama Miss Amira, and any 3 days, Yan or Baha. And so, ya papa, Bawumia, say Baha, Ediantia, and say, woman who says, say, Yaniate. Say, Yan Yene Anka say, a Yadiani MPP BM. Until a woman ya bre awa santema imuha. Nanso ye kam wo mate asese ba bia wo mo ba boa ye no e wo dwadie mu no e ho e na ye to aba ye nhwe biem asantema ntimi ye nipa 43 e ko parliament nanka ban kura ntimi amaya enka mu mpom ntwamani e mehwe ye central kajeti a ho hye ye nanka ye hwese MPB ebe yi ni bottom sikampo ade abeye eho ama wo ma kafie a wo mo ne ma ahye no wo matimi abedidwa ebe pem sa bre wo mo da so tifie a ejwade a ye di nyina wo mo enka ho enti ya to abama MPP aban a enye yie ama ye wura Mahama ene na mebuo NDC ene ya ma melody na tiasese afi ye nyina ye kokromoti ekọ e de ama wo mo enuru kwasi ada no eye 8 December no ye nyina ye befra atade fufuo e de akọ asore akosenya no.
Okay, I see why it's trending on Twitter. Okay. Sorry for that noise. Let me USB for charging only. Sorry, I had to charge my phone. Now let's see what's next here. Yanum Nsunam New Force Quadaso Getty Hamon on to me tea, okay. All right. Okay. Hey. Microphone. Microphone. Hey, crave you. That's if it sits now. Current results are based on polling station data, not final constituency results. NPP 30, NDC 23. This election is just letting us know what we have in stock. Already, I said more. The registered voters 18 to using 36,000 votes cast to determine the turnout is not going to be impressive because, no, I mean, I had to force my workers to go and vote. Not because they wanted to vote, but because I just wanted them to vote. I'm a force you more. Yes, I'm on. It's serious. Okay. I think now my internet would help. Let's see how it goes. It's serious. All right, let me go back to Twitter. Let's see what's going on Twitter. Twitter bed down there about 5. Your friends and 12-1 hono. And I grown bed there. So that time now I crown for New Year no more by our months me we are no. The margin in 2020, and the way after margin, no, and Crawford, no, a year or man, no, I very, very difficult. Very difficult. Okay. Senator Diaba. And Shani Ono Diaba. Senator Rollins official. Ready. Which consists presidency? Okay. Okay, colleague Lotte. Okay, justice consistency. All right. And NDC NAM 60. MPP NAM 37. Some more. Some more. Hey. What's it? Presidential results. Which constituency? Voters are counting in North, so you cannot conclude. You cannot conclude on this number of voters. Hi, Nana. All right. Let's see what's happening here. Ablekuma West. Okay. Residents jubilate after MPP wins both parliamentary and presidential votes in Wale Park polling station, Ablekuma West. Dansuma Beach Road. Okay. Yeah, some more. Papa no ojine trainer was on about you no grana na no him mobono. She obesan baby obana ma pose no. Papa bi ji na ho was on about you tum se ne ra ho. Papa no te ho no. Se ne ra ho. Papa to yen ve akuma nche mu. Wenya BP life. Anthony Akoswa, Ashanti region. Okay. 69.7% from here. 28.20%. Hey, mama. Hey. Okay. Shanty, imagine no crowd. Okay, was me expecting 80% to 80. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible. Now let's see. Yeah, the mic is so sensitive. See, the compression is there. Okay. Who do you think is going to win this election? Most of us, even those who don't admit it, know who they want. Hmm, 49% of voter region results are in. Let's see. Oslo, Ashanti region. Ashanti region. Oh, early poll saying total vote cast here 23,000. But yeah, can't 18,000 plus. You see, this kind of publications, no. I remember my papa no money Yenyan penny for no mundidi yenya BP. High blood pressure. Untumi ba kutwitwa papers ne bia betum sesi ba won sesini. Shanti region is the reason why NPP is losing. Hey, how can you say that? NDC voters, okay. Total valid votes is 9 million, okay. Total rejected ballots, all right. So, and this election coalition, let me see. Let me see what people are saying. NBC National. Nation. NBC, you know. Okay, let's continue. This is one of the things I don't like. 500,000 ballot papers have reportedly been discovered at a house in Kumasi, Kwadaso. I mean, how can you do this? The state of a flower border day to the elections. Kwadaso.
It's very bad. Kwadaso, Mohu. About to know. About to wear. You see, it's very bad. It's very bad. It's very bad. Very bad.
So what happened?
You see, Dale, and you know, young Antonio Marcio. I'm not what pine and all. Okay. What are some of
So why?
It's very bad. It's very bad. What are some of about to know? About to wear. You see,
next time
it's
you're
very
welcome.
bad. It's very bad. It's very bad.
You're just looking at what is going on social media, all the platforms.
You see,
in relation to the elections.
Yeah, Antonio Marcio. I'm not what pine and all. Okay. What are some of about to know? About to wear.
print ballot papers and hiding it. You get that, me? That is, you've caught them. They've printed the ballot papers and hiding it inside this guest house.
Now, yeah, Juma, Adena. Today is really going to be a very long day. Enoch. Enoch.
Around distributing food to our agents. All our agents here are fed. We've asked them to work for us since dawn. We have to ensure that we've given them breakfast, we've given them lunch, and we've given them dinner. And so we have cars going around distributing food to our agents. They got to the Assemblies of God polling station, and the NDC were insisting that we had stuffed the food packs with something, and so they created a scene there. And I've read online portals carrying it as if the voters there were hooting at food that we were voting, were sending to people in the queue. That's grossly inaccurate. And I'd be grateful if at least you take the trouble to ascertain exactly what's going on. I mean, if I'd come here and people started shouting for whatever reason, not everybody in this constituency votes MPP. So definitely they have NDC people whom they can induce to create unnecessary tension and confusion here. We don't want any incident.
This is the Lausu, man. Oh, man.
In Ablekuma West.
That's serious, sir. You can like if you like what I'm doing. That's serious, sir. Whiny. How Kumsin is destroying our democracy. Whiny. IGP arrest this woman and prosecute her. How Kumsin is destroying our democracy. She's a violent woman. She has no business being in Ghana's parliament. Awutu East, Ashanti region. Okay. Katie Amon. Don't make I want to meet you. Man in possession of 76 ballots arrested at Etsiwa and Chima Fohosi in the Ashanti region. And then that goes. Ready, you welcome.
Middle voice.
This is December seat. This December seat. Okay. What's the name? Aikao. Problem. Okay, so let's see what's trending here now. My Lydia trending. Chada trending. Okay. What is my Lydia doing? to trend like that. Okay, that's it. What is happening here?
Mommy, slow down. Slow down.
I think there's an...
Are you afraid of slow down?
Oh yeah, old video.
If you don't want that, no, I get them food. It's 4 a.m. and I give them food. So you let me go and greet them, I beg you. Mommy, slow down. Slow down. I give you slow down. You were here.
Yeah, what politicians can do to gain power. It's serious, so. It's my audio, okay? Are you hearing my audio clearly? Okay. A train you be winning, and I'm born you be a good trail. You who's at the end a kakakwa. Hey, Rafa, you're ready, young couple. Katie Hammond lost. Cozy is losing. Osla is losing. Malidia is losing. Carlos Ahenkra lost. Hey, what special song is this? Oh, Twitter. Oh, no. Let me watch again. Anyezo. All right. Lydia couldn't protect her seat from John Dumelo. And you think Lydia contraceptive can protect your girlfriend from pregnancy? Twitter. Twitter. We'll be online till we see who's winning. Now, when you be a member, Katie Amon out. Hey, we are sure say Katie Amon they out. How? Asama no kwebe mi do. I tell you. The man who said the youth do not use their brains. Oh, Jesus, what can we do? Katie Amon, what do you said the youth? You are doing your useless youth. Sound like a train. So the youth, we don't work with our brains. Let me see something here. All right, okay. Katie. Quite there, baby. Katie Amon out, Cozy out, Osla out, Malidia out. Okay, so let's see. Papa, a video, no? I don't know who else saw it. A whole minister, na obi koto na ba. Why you true say? Oh, sheni mamene tu amano. I'll show you those videos so that. Oh, sheni mamene tu amano. I mean, it's honorable. Oh, sheni. I see you tu mama. Ready, Nyangopo. I'll show you those videos. Papa, wait. Ready, Nyangopo. Let me see if I can get those videos and see. I think I added it to my saved list. Okay, let's see. I mean, free ones, I'm sure. Because one here, I'm not show. Crawford be online, so I'm going to show messages via. I'm here, I'm going to share me. Okay, let me go on TikTok and see. Look at what these people are doing. Look at what these people are doing. It's what you cry want to see. Then you pay. I'm on your head, senor. What you people are doing? You know they fresh. You know fresh, oh. Can you see? Explore. Let's explore what we can find. This time we're only exploring
accreditation be mama na ka men call for sabet na no ma hwe aba meto enti se okokuma se a ye kɔ new fort na o ma pam mo na police for gina police for gina hai omo guide nipa parties too pre party yes we 13 e ballot no so enti me call round na obi ehu mo nyina mo hu a national television so say e kroma yet no everything evolves around two parties court two parties lawyers 2 parties. Who compare Juma? 2 parties. Uni party where as our party be. So uni back I am found. Here 2 abanswa 2 parties. Na say it's memu. Na say judges through politician, lawyers through politician, police force through politicians, army force through politicians. My friend, you don't call this democracy. Very soon the politicians would become rulers, and they would be. It's about what they say that will be final. That's what is coming. Because say you can't say democracy, I just said, we are practicing the right to choose a leader. Interest democracy interests a ruler. What you say, and I say a dictator. But I can see that the politics is becoming a dictatorship. Because no one among Libya easy kurano. You call Papa Jibalot no Omuchusu. Just say, you know, it's always some bias, discriminatories, and I think we cannot govern our country this way. That's why I'm going around, and every place I will go to,
obviously,
I will see just the 2 parties and their polling agents sitting there, and the rest you've held the accreditations. Why do you let us pay you money? 100,000 cities, 13 people. You have to treat us the same. If you go to a shop and they're selling a trouser for 10,000 and everybody is paying 10,000, one cannot have trousers and one cannot have shorts.
Why?
You have to give them the same trousers. So
you're right.
You're charging us and you're making us do a process to become a presidential candidate.
Next 4 years.
And that's what we're here for. The new force, we stand for equity, equality, and empowerment.
Next 4 years.
down so so to say empower. And they like it or not, we will implement this to build a better Ghana and a better nation. Thank you very much. Almost rank come with my accreditation, but mamma. Now I'm in call for Sabbath now, no matter about me too. As you see, Kokumasia, you're calling for the no map. Now, police for dinner and police for dinner. Almost guided, Nipa party stupid. Party yesterday 13 or ballot on the so. It's a matter round. No.
Finally, Osla Owusu has lost the election. Osla Owusu Dansoma Ablekuma West Walusu election. Reason here Mubetina Dansoma for the past 10 years. I'm Betina Dansoma, a fire Adam for 4 Etina Dansoma has finally come through. Betina Dansoma for the past 10 years. If you so Betina Dansoma, purposely for Osla Owusu. Yeah, no, the Nitiafemo. Yeah, never the Nitiafemo. Yamia Dum, and then Minuka saying, Yatua Beni, Ama Osla Owusu, Alusu election. So the reason why I came to live in Dansoma
for 10 years
has been accomplished. And I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all the friends I made in Dansoma. Mejuma Abani here. My home with Dansoma Juma. What say my real Mejuma? Juma ni say Osla Belusu election. Reverend Kukwado, congratulations. Finally, Osla Owusu has lost the
election. Hey, what do you feel, Chrome? Where we are, I got no be manson for 10 years. Just to overthrow someone. How do you do that? Hey, Aranti. Kanebeko, Singapore. Let me read the comments.
Election. Osla Owusu.
Hey, Master, go and check back. It's possible. Don't mind him. It's not true. If you indeed done a great job, well, I'll lie. NDC MPs who won shouldn't joke with their seats again. No, you don't mean it. If it's true, we thank God. Okay, I see.
Finally.
Very brief one. I know one of your interviews. I will say coming 7 December, you 2 Abanuia, Oka Airport. Nothing was see them up officer. And who was they say Abani and Yatu MPP Lusu, MPP official being home to Kwai. Take it from me. Say on the vessel to Kwai. James Anyanya announcement. None this MPP Lusua. Me, I've taken over the airport. Oh, bien home to Kwai. Take it from me. Me confeda, Mesdames. Very brief one. I know one of your interviews. I will say coming 7 December, 2 Abanuia, Oka Airport.
Sorry.
Baumia 4, that's very nice.
4.
Baumia 4, that's very nice.
Hey, I bought
Baumia 4, that's very nice.
You're on live.
You're on live. Oh, bro, for time.
This is the ballot papers. Ballot. Captain, you know. We have been tracking this information since yesterday throughout the night. But to a point that we gave up around 11 p.m. The time of Iowa. We had to go. We are still picking the signals. All this you see are ballot papers. All this you see in here. Yes.
How come?
Police what friends?
Hey.
We can show it to the world.
Hey.
Do everything to the world. This is Kwadaso constituency.
Presidential.
Hey. So you print.
This is Kwadaso constituency. All these you see here are ballot papers. Staff ballot papers. By the MPP. Until we know what they Tom printing, then they go and change. And let the whole world see it.
Hey!
Hello? Hello? What's it?
1 million ways to rig the election. I now understand.
SDA hospital, yes.
But we never had here.
Yes.
Hey! Hey!
And you're pinching to a
500,000
ballot
papers.
Exactly.
This electoral commission head is something else.
In a house. Yes.
500,000 ballot papers.
Yes. No, man, they can go live. Facebook. We have called the police. So police regional commander, we have called the media guys to also come. Just put it.
Joseph Yenin.
Out. All these are scouts. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, almost about 100 fully packed ballot papers.
Damn it. This is serious. Let me go and look for the actual video and see. This is just at one location that was tracked. Hey. So do just okay. Yeah, serious. No wonder the EC commissioner was giving that kind of attitude when he was presenting the fact that we could not have the special votes on Tuesday for the special, the military and the likes in Eastern region and Western region because of one whatever that was not found. So then. Hey. Sir? The level of corruption. Yeah, to a background. Are you serious? Okay, I found that video. Let's see. Okay. So, this is it.
Right about so how? Yeah, we did not have how many type rap I and my coin.
Your life.
So, this is the ballot papers. Ballot. Captain, you mind? We have been tracking this information since yesterday, throughout the night. In fact, to a point that we gave up around 11 p.m. The time of Iowa. I want to go. We are still picking the signals. Really, all this you see are ballot papers. All this you see in here. Yes. The whole world should see. Police for what friends there? Why? We can show it to the world. Show everything to the world.
This is just in one constituency.
This is quite a super constituency. All these you see are ballot papers. Staff ballot papers. The MPP. Until we know what they Tom printing, and they go and change. And let the whole world see it. Hello? Hello? What's it? Father, so SDA hospital, yes. Yes.
That's it.
And your pin sheet to a
500,000
ballot
papers.
Exactly. There be a template.
Tracking. Some dream you make say tracking ballot papers be.
Yes.
After the big location. What else?
No, in a house. A house. Yes.
500,000
house.
Ballot papers.
Yes. No, me cram your live Facebook grass. Me live. And we have called the police. So police regional commander but we have called the media guys to also come. Just put it out.
What's that?
All these are staff. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let me try to catch us in the somewhere else. Grab a number side. No, it says behind the house that we're looking for.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 30. Almost about 100 fully packed ballot papers.
It will be few of you in your room. Information about the field. Any diamond.
Yes. Okay.
There be one to print here. Want to move it? Okay. Someone say monitor.
General. Yeah.
Cool. I thought it was my phone.
To make us see a brother so SDA hospital. They are intercepted ballot papers, printed ballot papers, over 500,000.
Okay, it's not my phone. Sorry, we use the same ringtone, you know. That's a Samsung phone. Same more.
General, you have a cheap ballot papers on, you know, that's why you're over 500,000 ballot papers. Now, you know, cost me, but general. And in the Gina Moose is here. On the top and top, you know, what yes, you let the people. To Mammy, you concentrate you on we say so. That was why. But I say be. I say be. And see, lady no onim bia na.
Ibuofu kra.
Ibuofu.
Kasa say ba ya if you any party and you have a drama better.
Na. Madam Ibuofu. No, we have to. We are happy stable. I don't know any lock. What's me in trouble? What's my video? Your video already. I didn't say your place is a
crime scene.
You don't know anything. You don't know what's in.
So whose room is that? So you should be happy that you don't know that it's been stored here. But Jenna, you have a cheap ballot papers on, you know, that's why you're over 500,000 ballot papers. Now, you know, cost me, but Jenna, and
unless you really serious, so. No, yes, serious.
But in the Gina Moose is here. On the top and top, you know, what yes, you will let concentrate you on we say so.
Ballot papers and Crawford area no. What you want to say? I have video.
Lady no onim bia na.
Ibuofu kra.
Oh yeah.
If you any party and you have a drama better.
Madam Ibuofu. No, we have to. We are happy stable. I don't know any lock. What's me in trouble?
I got an impact.
Your video already. I didn't say your place is a storage for an illegal.
You don't know anything. You don't know what's in.
So whose room is that? So you should be happy that you don't know that it's been stored here. But we have come to uncover it. You should be happy. 100 fully packed ballot papers.
You'll be fear about me in your room. Informant never there, you. Any diamond?
Yes. Okay.
That be one top print here. One movie.
Okay.
So who say monitor?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Could you fine? To make us see a brother so SDA hospital. They are intercepted ballot papers, printed ballot papers, over 500,000. You have to see you go to Facebook and you see that and come here and take it. Jenna, you have a cheap ballot papers on, you know, that's why you're over 500,000 ballot papers. Now, you know, cost me, but Jenna, and
Kasi ni ejina hu sisi ya. Omba topping ya. Ari wa sisi ya. Tino mo Yesu ye ba you alert the people. Itu mami
Ombe Hussein.
Tino mo Yesu ye ba you alert the people. Itu mami yen concentrate on we say so. That was why.
But I say be. I say be.
Nti lady no onim bia na
Ibuofu kra.
Ibuofu
kasa ba ya efie ni pati ani abegbe ma be kai.
Na Madam Ibuofu. No, we have to. We have the other save. I don't know any lock. What's me in trouble? What's my video? Your video already. I didn't say your place is a storage for an illegal.
You don't know anything. You don't
So whose room is that?
So you should be happy that you don't know that it's been stored here, but we have come to uncover it. You should be happy. You know what?
Why? Because maybe
So you should
I'm a security person. All the way. I mean,
no, but this is not. As of now, this is a security test area. Ballot papers go where?
I know the nipa na ade mo ba ye no no mo ambisa no nipa.
So one also ti ase to when that.
Ah, say me yare me ni ha. Me ba ye me re.
Ba to abo, ba so ni ba ya e ma be to.
Me hu ya ni say mo ba be.
Madam,
Aji ha.
Ami who fee?
Me fee.
Who am fee?
Bo no no watermale oni ha.
And when Uganet ya do na otia.
Me na mo aba me ni ha me pa me yare.
So how did it get?
I don't know. Anything I make us me nyati. Yes, your body in. Me nyati dey na me say ah.
So but are you surprised? But there's a very beautiful lady inside.
Boss,
no, madam, how many days? They say where you are going. The whole people is coming. The police commander and everybody. Hey, ballot papers.
I say 500,000.
See the whole police commander. Nobody is moving. Nobody is moving. Nobody is moving.
Don't even try.
That's how you move to Obi and I'm not to a message for that money go. But I have for this a full of in there. Hey, I say, hello.
Mofia Hane, you can't a ballot paper.
But hey, that machine very in the good one. Because I don't know, I'm need to keep out here. Sir, few. Maybe say,
All live to corporate life. Thank you.
Put your friends there, you cry. TikTok and other stuff.
Pacho, hello, Pacho, yeah, Juma, Pacho. I don't know why. It's also why I guess the little Pacho, right? And it's also me.
Hey,
Nanka or the omo bedi agro like I na say nam for sem na ama asem no aye beans. Nanka onse no twetwen ben man no eye no ho close no. Aferi odru ho a ne emekoto aba wo so no enye we bia. You can see printed ballot boxes, papers. Now koka say ne to aba na say enye we bia. Na de sane e de we fra ne yekot team so na. Who be den who difference? It's by this time car no fe free baby a wo koto no. Na de kwa Amasama district and na de kwa Kwaben South. Nom tika no mu kwa. Na omo dane papers na be den hu. Cause e bia be to abado. Omo kan ne ketwa wo ho a nom de akwa akese no mu. Nti omduru akese no mu omtimi ka se ketwa no mo ankan ne yie. Oh. Na say ya na last 4 years on the we abano. No wonder say chairman want to me say over your friends saying 1,000 ways are over to a winning election.
Chairman want to.
Exactly.
So MPP.
Exactly.
You also can the same thing. But me also can the same thing.
So if this is what is happening, it's are they na mama got to line? Are they na mama got to line?
If they know they can do this.
Yes. Why do you give us 100, 50, 200? Say and got to line and to mama. Our names obey you. The first story I say anyway, the same thing. Na me kra metia kra me who difference. And so who difference and there's almost who say you mu try no. Ya sesa na na bibisa. I mean this love with the
Our ballot papers. You seem to know more about this difference between all this you see in here. Yes.
Oh, asema na America no. Say unya daji examine ye hu say sa papers na eda ho no. E no nya ne mo koto aba no na mu use. It does not make sense. Oh, me ti akra ne me koto aba o so no kra. O ka tren say na na etie ne yi kra. Me nkai ne dito. Ba hu ya we hu say enye we na mo koto aba o so. Unya nya botre me hu difference. Within a second. Oh, I mean, yes, sir. This is so bad. This is so bad. Ah. Why? Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Hospital.
Oh, the issue is
hospital no opposite.
But they are my fan. So you people are doing this against MPP or what? Me, I'm confused here.
But
I have to video you people.
What about the million?
Me, I don't know.
What's me who say sorry? What's me who say oh yeah penny be war party no in the sense what we can say girl no it's GM fa no I was say mom be we na looking like say GM fa na say den ya be hu ade we wo fie ka be din kra unsu video mo abeche and abe hu ade we wo fie no say that room no you don't even know who sleeps in that room.
Adeng. Oh.
Me bu crave I am a mobile. These people, eh? Hey, I say more. She was shocked, say, police abim. Oh, I feel me whom will you TV ne idea and a walk keka. Is he?
Yeah,
booklet in there, no normal booklet, no. And (001) I don't know. Me ni omu nyanka say. They were so young. Oh, they should come. Yeah, ready for this. Hey, we can't come to we see. Yeah. In the box, you know, factory man. In the way no box, we I follow a good form of tea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Until we in number near the hand. Okay, so 2, 3, 3. Different moment. And now 1, 4, 5. Now 1, 4, 5. Yeah. Hello. What's it? Nini na 100 oh. Nini na 100. 100 nko. Police commander eba. Regional commander ni police eba. And the box is in the young kind, the same way one. And say no, your kind, your friend is saying, we know. It is kind, yeah, you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.